Tuesday. After a weekend of indulging in shopping, tomorrow marks a movement that aims to help others in our community. We're joined by Christian Hoffman of Community Missions of Niagara Frontier to talk about what you're doing to gear up for tomorrow and also talk about tomorrow. Now, like you've seen in the show, we've talked about shopping, we've talked about eating, we've talked about spending a lot of time with our family. So I can imagine when we're thinking about being grateful for all of these things, we also have to think about how we can spread that joy. And is this where Giving Tuesday came from?
Absolutely. Giving Tuesday began 3 years ago out of New York City. And so the basic principle of it was to get people to kind of rally around giving during the holidays. And so people do that by giving, to others, basically giving to friends and family members and all those different people. But this is purely just giving back to people that are in need in some way. And so kind of the thinking was to combat what you see so much during the holidays of consumerism, certainly during this week where we're talking about the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday, where so much is about acquiring. And yeah, it's about giving to your friends and family, but so much of the rush is about getting that great deal or something. But this is about purely giving back to people that, are in need, that you don't have a direct connection with, and really kind of gathering other people as well to be a part of that. Social giving is a kind of a term that they've kind of spearheaded along with that, and so it's using things like social media, it's using things like, just talking to people and spreading what I'm doing for community missions or whatever the case may be to make an even larger impact for those in need.
And I like that you brought up social media because there's so many ways to give back on Giving Tuesday, but one of the main ways is to go out to somewhere and sort of give your time and your work. Last year I was live at one of the missions and I was surprised to see how many people were out there participating and also how many bigger corporations were sending their employees to be part of this. Is this something that you're seeing every year?
Yes, it is. Community missions, we really wanted to put the focus on volunteering, so that people can certainly write checks, and we appreciate that so much, certainly. But for people to really get that feeling of, doing good and really helping others directly during the holidays. So we have some wonderful volunteers that are going to be back once again this year. You're seeing some pictures now from last year when Matt was out with us. Last year we had Target and also Leadership for the Youth of Niagara Communities. It's a group of high school students that there were about 80 that came last year, 40 on Giving Tuesday, 40 the next week. This year they've grown, so it'll be 100 students that are coming out, 50 tomorrow and then 50 a week later, that'll be coming and learning about servant leadership, and we'll be putting them to work. We'll be doing things like having them work in the soup kitchen, having them sort clothes in the clothes closet, decorating the mission, wrapping presents, and then we have our biggest project, which is going to be in our food pantry. Our food pantry serves about 30,000 meals each year. We're one of 8 food pantries in Niagara Falls doing that work. So it's a very busy place, and it just needs some TLC, basically. So the high school students will come in, take down all the shelving, take down all the food that's in there. We'll be putting new flooring down, painting the walls. Some art students will come in and paint a mural to kind of beautify the space. So we're really excited about that. Those high school students will be there, and then we'll also have groups from, it looks like the Air Force Base up there, and Target once again will be coming out.
And it's always such a great lesson to give back to your community, along with the great feelings that are attached to it. Now, we knew we wanted to do something with Giving Tuesday because we did it last year. It was such a success. We had some people call in to ask how they could do it, so we decided to do it a day early, do this interview now, so that people can then sign up or find out how they can volunteer tomorrow. So real quick, for people looking for that information, where can they go?
CommunityMissions.org certainly is the best place, the easiest place to get involved. It's /Giving Tuesday right there you see on the screen. That's kind of our home base for everything that we have going on. The easiest way probably to get involved is to make an online donation. That's CommunityMissions.org as well /donation, and you can make an online donation there and also see our wish list for things that we're always looking for in the homeless shelter, things like baby items, household items, and food.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today, and even if you can't get out tomorrow, it is a great time to sort of count your blessings and maybe share what some amazing people in our community are doing to help others on social media, like you said. But now we're going to change gears just a little bit, and we're going to send it back over to Lauren.